Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Ironman profile. In the last episode, we built this absolute monstrosity of a mega farm. This thing is genuinely insane, and today it's time to put it to use. So we're going to be farming a lot today, as well as I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks about how to actually farm it in terms of the speeds for each crop, and some things I've kind of learned along the way. So I've seen a lot of people visiting the island and asking questions about that or trying to build it for themselves, so I thought I could help out today. But if you guys are new here and don't want to miss out on any Ironman content, don't forget to go and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Yeah, today should be a good one, so let's jump right into it. Super quickly though, if you do find yourself checking out in the Hypixel store, whether you're buying some Skyblock gems, a rank, or anything else in between, don't forget to go and use my creator code Zach, Z-A-C-H, to save yourself 5% on purchase. It does help out the channel a ton, keeps this whole show going basically, and I do greatly appreciate each and every one of you who does support the channel this way. You guys are amazing, and without further ado, let's get into this one. Ever since building the mega farm in the last episode, I've been busy. I've been farming this a lot, and you guys have been coming by a lot actually to kind of check it out and see what's going on. There's probably been a couple hundred kids who have visited me in the last hour since I uploaded. So yeah, I mean, feel free to visit the garden now. I opened up my island so that you guys can come and take a look at the farm if you want to build it for yourself. I had it turned off for a bit. There was a bug where you could kind of grief people's gardens. Luckily, that's been patched. So feel free to come and copy it if you want, or do whatever you need to do. But really happy with how it's turned out. I've gone ahead and planted all the wheat. It took 2 hours of farming wheat to get enough seeds for this. Kind of ridiculous, not gonna lie, but really happy with how it's all coming out. I also planted the cocoa beans and finished off planting all the cactus. All that's left is to plant the netherwort, so I need to work on that soon. But yeah, so far I've just been hopping in the farm, testing it out. It's already infinite for all the crops I've tried, being these 3, pumpkin and melon. All 5 of those are infinite with 4 plots long, which is kind of crazy. The cactus I was just starting to test out, but I want to make this clip so we can finally go ahead and craft something kind of important. Our next piece of crappie armor. It is time. It is finally time, and I'm actually really hyped for this. So let's go ahead and craft a box of seeds. I've been farming a lot this morning to get our hands on all this. Basically, that puts me at 6 boxes of seeds, as you can see right there. We already have the crappie boots, so obviously that's not the piece we're crafting. I have a ton of crappies saved up now, like nearly 3 stacks after doing the first one. But we're going to go ahead and actually craft the helmet. Why, you may ask? It's easier of the two, and honestly, the main reason why I want to go ahead and actually craft the helmet is this thing looks clean. Okay, this thing looks clean. I'm gonna get the chest plate and the leggings. Give me time, give me time. I actually have like almost all the enchant golden carrots ready. I think I have enough for all the enchant baked potatoes as well. Just the helmet looks so good. Each piece gives +5 farming fortune. The only time when this is gonna kind of grief is if I'm farming pumpkin or melon. That's when I'm rocking the lantern helmet. So a little bit of a grief on that part, but it just looks so clean, and we're crafting the whole set anyway, so I figured let's go ahead and start it off with this one. I have a lot of hay bales I've been collecting, as you can probably tell. I don't know why it won't let me put them back in. But let's go ahead and take out 3 stacks. We're going to purposefully make a tightly tied hay bale for 144 enchanted hay bales. Let's go ahead and do that. We made one. The first 2 I made were 100% by accident, unfortunate. So, the recipe, I believe, is... Oh, I need my melon helmet. Okay, also, let's just look at the recipe one more time. Okay, tightly tied hay bale up at the top, like so. The boxes of seeds are going to go like this. Then we're going to go ahead and take our crappies, which are right here. I need 20 of these things. Go like that. The melon helmet. Crappie helmet. Beautiful. I mean, this thing is going to be sick. Obviously, farming pumpkins, melons, and cocoa beans have a % chance of dropping a squash, which is amazing. And then, not to mention, an extra 5 farming fortune base, which is always really nice. I mean, when I'm holding an axe, I'm rocking the lantern helmet, but I wanted to craft this anyways. So let's go ahead and craft it. 3, 2, 1. Boom. That is an expensive helmet we just crafted, but honestly, it looks pretty sick. I actually really like the look of it. It just feels a little bit better than the blocky melon head I was rocking for the last couple days, so really happy about that. We now have 2 force crappie armor, obviously, arguably the 2 easiest pieces, but still really happy with that. 2 more pieces to go until we have the full set, so a little bit of work to do. I'm going to keep plugging away at it, but I might even try rocking this, for example, when, like, the helmet and the boots, whenever I'm farming pumpkin and melon and cocoa, just to see if I can get some squash early. I know I'm going to have way more than I need by the time I get all the materials, but something to think about. So, yeah, this is what I'm going to rock for the time being. We're rocking the crappie helmet. Really hyped about that. Still have a lot more wheat to harvest, though, for us to be able to go ahead and get another 6 boxes of seeds. So I'll get started on that, but for now I'm actually going to do some work on upgrading my cactus minion. This thing needs a little bit of love. It is level 8, and now with this like insane cactus farm, I think it's time that I go ahead and show it some love. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and farm the cactus farm, but yeah, really happy about that. Crappie helmet acquired. So for the last hour, I've actually been farming a lot of cactus, putting in work on the brand new cactus farm now that it's all planted. It's going really well, and a lot of people have been wondering about how to farm a lot of these crops specifically, so I'll go into them one by one throughout the video. But for cactus, it's just 400 speed, and basically you kind of just make it so you're looking at minus 90 or 90, depending on which side you're on, based on the direction you're facing, kind of in this area if you guys can see that. And then you kind of just hold A or D and you go back and forth. You break 2 at a time, and then you can go back along the same row again and break the other 2, or you can swap to the other side, whatever your preference is. Otherwise though, super easy to farm, and I was able to get 24 enchanted cactus, which is exactly what we need actually to upgrade this tier 9 cactus minion. I went ahead and upgraded it from tier 8 to tier 9 earlier. We can finally take this thing, make it tier 10. Beautiful. And then tier 11. There we go. All that's left is tier 12. Oh my goodness. Skyblock level 263, and you've now unlocked your 29th minion slot. So pretty exciting stuff, but yeah, really happy about that. Another tier 11 minion. We still need to get to tier 12, which is going to take, what, half a stack of enchanted cactus? So that's going to take a little while, but honestly, pretty happy at leaving it for tier 11 for a little bit. I've had a lot of people coming by the farm in the last day since my upload. This is probably the least amount of people I've seen on it because I just got back on the garden after a scheduled reboot. But genuinely, you guys have been visiting my garden to the point where it's lagging and like schedule rebooting every 15 minutes. So I thought I'd give you guys some tips so that I've seen some people, I won't say names, flying into my body while I'm farming, trying to see what speed I'm going at, what I'm rocking. So I thought now would be a pretty good time to basically give a mini tutorial on how to farm each and every crop that we have here in terms of the speeds, how I kind of set up to farm them, and as you can see, you guys have found me. So we're going to start off with the wheat, carrot, and potatoes. These are probably the easiest to do, I find. You set your speed to 93. You can do that by left-clicking your rancher boots to actually set the speed. So I set my speed to 93. Let's go ahead and grab out like a wheat hoe here, for example. I basically teleport into the block, walk forward just a little. Then you're going to hold F3, similar to the cactus. Make sure you're looking at negative 90 or 90, depending on which direction you're facing and have built your farm. And then basically you just go across holding your brake and A or D. You go back and forth just like so. It is the same for carrots and potatoes. It's super easy. Across the 5 wide, 93 speed seems to be the most optimal. And very, very easy to farm. Really chill. And the reason why the water's here, I've also been getting a lot of questions about that, is because we have our crop fields 5 across and not 4. So for example, if we had it 4 across, the water on each side would be sufficient to keep all these blocks kind of hydrated. But because it's 5 wide on each side, we actually need a water block in the middle to keep this row here and this row here saturated, or like to make the dirt kind of wet, I guess you can say. So that's why we have water in the walkways, and if you have depth strider 3 on your boots, like I do here, it completely negates the slowdown for being in water. I am the same speed here as I am on land here. So just a little tip, definitely recommend depth strider 3. You won't feel any difference in the speed. Moving on to the pumpkin, melon, and cocoa beans, because these are actually all the same speed. But for these, you're going to want 155. So you just go 155. Equip those. Let's go ahead and grab out a melon axe here, for example. How you farm this is you actually stand in the stem. So as you can see, there's actually 3 blocks of melon or 3 blocks of pumpkin. A lot of people are wondering how to actually farm this. You stand on the stem like so. Once again, you're going to want to look at negative 90 or 90, depending on which side of the farm you're on, just like so. And you want to make sure you're looking down so you can see all 3 blocks just like that. And then you just go across. Oh, it looks like I was too far forward. And you just go across like this. Very simple. I don't have enchanted melons in my personal compactor again since I set this up. But very straightforward to farm. Super easy. Yeah, just very simple. Same thing for the pumpkin. And then when it comes to the cocoa bean, it's going to be the same speed, except for you're looking up and then you're going to fall down the other side and walk backwards. And a lot of people have also been asking, why don't I have like switchbacks or fall downs, basically so I don't have to fly between layers. It's because we're waiting to get that 5th plot at the end so we can finish making it complete, and then we're going to build those. We just didn't want to build them and then have to try and figure them out on the other side too. So that's kind of what we're rocking here. But yeah, super easy for melons, pumpkins, wheats, carrot, and potatoes. Netherwort is the same as wheat, carrot, and potatoes, actually. I just looked over it. I have a little screenshot of all the speeds. It's 93 speed, literally the exact same thing. You just walk across, and then we also have it on 2 sides. You don't need the water for the netherwort. This water is here for the last block of the potatoes. That's why we have water in the walkway there. And then cactus is a little bit interesting, I find. It's 400 speed. So you're going to want to put 400 onto your boots. We were just talking about this, but just to put it on the one clip if anyone references this video. 400 speed, you go all the way across, and then once you get to the end, you go all the way back. Because at 400 speed, you break 2 cactus blocks at a time, the most efficient. And so when you break the first 2, you come back again on the same layer, and you break the other 2, and then you just go layer by layer and finish them off. And anyone who does have a mushroom farm, it's 400 speed, and you run in a straight line. Pretty straightforward. For cactus, it's 327 at an angle of -45 or 45. Anyone who's farmed cane kind of knows what I'm talking about. But once we get our cane farm set up, I will make another clip kind of addressing that. But hopefully that helps if you do decide to build this farm. I know a lot of people have been visiting and taking screenshots and trying to figure out how to build this monstrosity for themselves. So hopefully that's a little bit helpful. Once you have it built, you can figure out how to farm it. And yeah, it works like a charm. All these farms are like literally beyond infinite, honestly. For melons, pumpkins, wheats, carrot, and potatoes, I genuinely don't even think we need a 5th plot, but we're going to anyways. Same case for cactus, and I haven't actually farmed the cocoa bean since we got set up, and neither have I farmed the netherwort, just because I need to go to the Crimson Isle a couple times and fill up my sack with some netherwort to actually plant all this, so that's going to be a little bit tedious, but yeah, the farm's amazing. I love it. I highly recommend you build it if you want to do a lot of farming in this update, and it works like a charm. Also, in the last day, I've actually been doing my best to catch as many farming contests as I'm online for, and that leads us to this next clip. I have 150 Jacob's tickets, 60, 120, 150. I literally only have like 3 left over, so I just got enough to do this. But what we can go ahead and do is let me call up Anita on my Abby phone. This thing, by the way, is amazing after Jacob's contest, so I don't have to leave the farm really. We can actually upgrade our farming level cap. Non-locked, 2 gold medals, 150 Jacob's tickets, and this will put us to farming level 56, pretty sure. So we're going to go and do this. I'm just really happy about this so far. I have a wheat, potato, pumpkin, melon, sugarcane, and cocoa bean. Wheat, potato, pumpkin, melon, sugarcane, cocoa bean, gold medals, which is amazing. So we have 6 out of the 10. This is as far as I can go based off unique golds. I still need to get carrot, mushroom, cactus, and netherwort. Cactus and carrot, pretty confident I can get. I just need to catch contests for those. And then mushroom, I still need to build the farm for. And netherwort, I will be able to get, but I think I'm going to do that last because I've heard it's very competitive based on the people who cheat, basically. Like, anyone who cheats farming and, like, nukes or hacks or anything, they go for netherwort. It makes the most money, pretty sure. So it's a little bit difficult. I'm probably going to wait until I'm farming 59. I mean, I'll try my best before then so I can at least get some turbo warp books on my my netherwort hoe, but that one's gonna be very difficult. I need to do it in like the middle of the night when I'm like farming 59 and upgrade that tool a lot, so we'll have to look into that a little bit later. But yeah, cactus and carrot I should be able to get my hands on, so that'll keep us busy for a little bit. Still need a ton of Jacob's tickets, and then I need to upgrade this as well, which is so many Jacob tickets. So let's go and upgrade our farming level though to farming 56. Boom, there we go. Farming level 56, that is beautiful, and that's also an extra 4 farming fortune, which you just love to see. 500,000 coins too, don't mind if I do. Slowly but surely working our way to max skills. I still have 35 million overflow. I definitely have enough XP for farming 60 by like a long shot now. Kind of insane. But yeah, only 4 more levels to go. We're getting so close to getting the skill to max. The unique gold medals are what's holding us back, and the Jacob's tickets, but we're working towards that. And then in terms of maxing our skills, I'm combat 58 and I'm fishing 48, almost 49. And those are the only skills we have left to max. So we just need 4 more unique gold medals in farming, 2 combat levels, and a fishing level and a quarter. We are so close to max skills on this profile. I genuinely cannot wait. We're at 53.6% skill average, and yeah, I mean, social we also have maxed out, and this has been pumping up a lot because you guys seem to enjoy visiting me to check out the farm. But really happy with this progress. I mean, it's kind of insane, and we still have a good amount of XP to get from all this too. How much Skyblock XP is there left to get from our skills? Core skill level ups. Yeah, so there's still like 220 Skyblock XP for me to get, but we're almost max skills. That's actually amazing. That is, however, going to do it for today's episode of gardening content. Planting this farm, I genuinely underestimated. Just for the wheat alone, it took me 2 hours of farming wheat to get all the seeds in the 2 plots of wheat I had over here. So it's not like I was being inefficient or anything, but it just took a very, very long time to get. I'm going to be completely honest. And then I also had to farm all the carrots and potatoes, which weren't hard. Honestly, a lot of the other crops were quite easy. Pumpkins and melon seeds crafting, that was a little tedious, but a lot of work has gone into this farm so far, especially on Ironman, having to gather all these little things. It's stuff you don't really think about, and it took a long time. I have been putting the farm to use, though. I've got like 1,000 enchanted hay bales here. We have our crappie helmet now. I'm working towards more boxes of seeds so we can upgrade our chest plate and our leggings, and then we can start the grind for squash, which is honestly going to be a lot easier than this grind for crappie armor. Kind of weird how that works. Just the boxes of seeds on Ironman are brutal. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode of the Ironman profile. And in tomorrow's video, I actually have enough compost to get the 5th plot, and we can start building those switchbacks to make this thing semi-AFKable. I am so pumped for that. It's just going to be really easy to farm this and grind out this update. So if you guys are enjoying the Iron Man series, don't forget to go and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to use code Zach when checking out on the Hypixel store. Save yourself 5%. Join my Discord, link in the description down below. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.